Hey guys, what is up? Jason here, and welcome back to another vlog sesh. And this one's more of an explanation as to like what's been going on with dance classes and so on and so forth. Honestly, I loved my dance classes. I loved going. I loved everything about it. And little by little, as time passed, it seemed that things were happening not between me and the students. Unfortunately, I'm being an idiot by letting some stupid, really stupid people ruin my experience slash ruin it for me, but at the same time, it's like I'm not here to be constantly told how to act or how to be or what I should do to change myself to get along with other people, when in all reality, okay, the situation is that I started there super ear to ear, happy-go-lucky, smiling to everybody every day, saying hi to everybody, trying to make friends. And I understand that I wasn't there for anybody else. I understand that, I'm only supposed to be there for me. But I figured, making friends would make the experience that much more fun, cool, and awesome. Well, lo and behold, unfortunately, being the old creeper in the fucking class, nobody wanted to be my friend. So I quickly grasped that concept, and I was like, okay, fine, whatever. I continued going. It didn't matter. The only people that I gave a shit about were the ones I spoke to anyway, so it didn't matter at that point. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I go and I dance and do my thing, whatever. And I would go every Friday. I would go up and help with videos, and we would have a good time and shoot the shit. We'd have a few beers, I'm not gonna deny anything. And it would get to a point to where I was getting reprimanded because for as much as he would disguise it as advice on how to be with the other students, on the way to act, on this and that, and I'm like, what? Okay, number one, you don't know me like that. Number two, I take great offense to it, to be honest with you, because now at this point you're trying to tell me to change myself for other people. You know what, right now I'm gonna say a big fuck you, dude. For real, like, no joke. Because how are you gonna fucking sit there and tell me to change myself for other people that really don't give a shit about me, that I've been gone for literally months and haven't given a shit about me? Nobody texted me, nobody anything. You know what I mean? The only time that they would text me is when they needed my help with their videos, which, to be honest with you, I stopped doing because I wasn't going to continue to go through that mess. Every Friday I was going up there to help with videos, and we were getting into an argument. And if it wasn't about how I should be and how I should act, it was about my life and living with my grandmother and how I treat my grandmother. When, okay, let me see. I never sat down and told you my entire life story, number one. And number two, had I done that, this dude that's sitting next to me, because there was another person more than various occasions sitting next to me while he's talking to me about this personal type of shit. How are you gonna do that? Okay, so therefore I get angry even more. There's no reason for it. You don't know me like that. You're gonna sit here and tell me that I treat my grandmother like shit just because you've heard me argue with her on the phone once or twice. Because it takes two to tango. I'm not the one that you know what I mean? I'm not looking for arguments. I'm not the one that's doing that. And unfortunately it just happens. I'm to a point in my life to where I'm just so frustrated and fed up with everything daily that unfortunately any stupid thing that anybody says to me, not just anybody, just more so my grandmother, because she just has just the weirdest mind, to be honest with you. And it's just like she doesn't think before she says stuff, so she says really shitty and fucked up things before even thinking about it, and then she tries to backtrack and backpedal and do damage control when in all reality you done all the damage. See, and he doesn't know that. He doesn't understand that. He doesn't get that, unfortunately. So you're drinking your wine, you're doing your thing, you're getting a little tipsy. You're starting to tell me about my life in front of another person when, to be honest with you, never sat down and tell you about my life. Never have, never probably freaking would have. Because number one, I can't trust you. Because just as much as you like to talk shit about other people to me that I've never told anybody anything about, okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure you talked just as much shit about me. And I wouldn't put it past him. I really would not put it past him. I would not put it past anybody. And he's a businessman. Unfortunately, you can't trust business people. And the reason being is because they will tell you everything and anything and give you anything you want to hear and want, just so you give them what they want. They stopped texting me because I stopped going. I'm not gonna go up there to have this verbal abuse every single fucking time I go up there. I'm sorry. And then on top of that, I go back like an idiot, and there's no I'm sorry, there's no discussion, there's no closure, there's no nothing. It's as if it had never happened. And either you forgot because you were drinking, or if you just wake up the next day and you're that type of person, oh, today's a new day, you know what, that's fine and well. You know what? More power to you for being that type of person. But if you fucking drink and you forget because you drank, and then you're sitting there, you're calling me out on forgetting one thing, okay, telling me that I need to watch how much I drink, when in all reality, that night I only had, what, like 4 or 5 beers. I wasn't even buzzed, okay? Wasn't even buzzed. I just didn't give enough of a shit to listen to what the hell you had to say, the shit you were talking about that person. That's why I didn't remember. Because I don't give a shit about the shit you talk about people. And to be honest with you, it's disgusting. And for being such a well-educated businessman, you are very closed-minded. Okay, very, very closed-minded, because one night he was telling me that, oh, he can't stand the dirty gays. Lo pato sucio, to translate it, because there's no other freaking way. And I looked at him and I'm like, okay. And he was telling me about one of his ex-students, which, by the way, is gay. Hello. They both share the same opinion on how gay people should act and how they think that we should act, and that we shouldn't be the way that we are, and that the people, you know, the dirty gays that expose themselves and do this and do that, and gay pride and blah blah blah. I looked at him and I said, first off, we are all part of the same community. Okay, so you're saying the dirty gays, you're calling us all dirty right now. Okay, right now I'm more than offended. And then on top of that, a fellow ex-gay student that you hold a shit ton of love for, which is a complete asshole, to be honest with you, which I can't stand, because this poor girl, you don't even know, walks in all up and through this fucking place, and you're sitting there talking shit, telling me how she stinks. Dude, I don't give a shit. That's none of my business. You know what? If she didn't take a shower, I'm sorry, there's probably a fucking reason for it. Maybe she didn't have water that day, because unfortunately we live in a fucking island where there's no water almost every other fucking day. Or electricity, like right now, there's no electricity. So how are you gonna sit there and tell me that this poor girl stinks? You don't even know her. That's the type of person that was his student. That was telling that he was telling me that they share the same opinion on the whole gay thing and whatever. You know what? Fuck both of you. To be honest with you, gay asshole needs to freaking go through some conversion therapy himself. He needs to go, you know what? We don't need you. Okay, and then straight asshole needs to get a grip on fucking reality, because you know what? You're not gay. You don't know. And you will never know. So therefore, you need to quit your shit. Like, really. That's another reason why. You wanna know why I'm really hoping you're watching this video right now? That's why. Because you're a fucking bigot. Because you're a prejudiced asshole. Telling me that I was treated with nothing but respect up in that bitch. No, I wasn't. Little by little, the students one by one chipped away at me like I was a piece of shit. Nobody wanted anything to do with me there. It's a great place to go to learn to dance. The almost 3 years that I was with them, I wasn't able to get close to anybody. And that to me is fucked up. Really, to be honest with you. I don't want to generalize the dance community. I understand the dance community is a very harsh environment. You know, it's very competitive. You know, who's better than who and who can do more than who. That's fine. But I'm not at that level yet, you know what I mean? I'm still like a baby. Whether I be 29 years old or not, I'm still new to majority of everything that's going on. So this is all hitting me now. It's just, you know, little by little by little by little. I don't give a shit what you did for me. I appreciated all of it, and I showed you guys more than enough that I did for me to be spoken to that way, and for me to be spoken down to that way, and disrespected and insulted. Because on top of everything, when he would spit his bullshit, I would cut him off because I'm gonna correct your bullshit because I'm not having it at this point. Please excuse the weed whacker. And it's the neighbors that he's out there, so I have the door open, no electricity, and the air feels really good right now. And so I would try to explain to him. I'd be like, yo, no, and set his ass straight. He would tell me, oh, well, you don't want to listen, you don't want to listen, you don't want to listen. I don't want to listen because you don't take 2 seconds to give a shit to listen to me. And not only do I not want to listen to you because you don't give a shit about not listening to me, but it's because what you're speaking and what you're saying is pure and utter bullshit. Obviously, I am not going to sit here and listen to it if it, number one, pertains to me and my personal life and the way that I am, my personality basically. Why am I going to listen? So you can think you got into my head? Because you sure as hell didn't. I'm not one of your 15-year-olds that you're teaching over there. I'm almost 30. I'm not some little piece of clay you can mold. I am a grown-ass person that went in with all this good faith in the world. And now you're insulting me by telling me all this other bullshit. Plus I don't listen. Plus the reason why I don't have friends is because I don't listen. When in all reality, one of my best friends, okay, that I've known since we were 8 years old, sorry my pits are itchy, calls me legit on the daily and vents to me because unfortunately she doesn't have anybody else to vent to. And I'm the gay husband. Why not? You know what I mean? She calls me, I vent to her too sometimes. You know what I mean? But it's like, I know she's going through a lot. So it's like, I don't want to like overload her with my shit when I know she's got a shit ton of shit. So you don't know, dude. My mom calls me and vents. Anybody who needs an ear knows that they can call me and vent. I listen. It's just since you're not here, you don't see it, you're not watching it, you're not listening to it, you don't know. You're not a part of my life like that, dude. I'm not here for that. I'm sorry, nor will I ever be. You got your answer, brody. You wanted to know why I left? Why I haven't been texting, I haven't anything? You have it here. That's what's up, guys. That's how I feel about that whole situation. You guys have to know that I'm not talking about you. I'm just getting all of this situation off my chest and letting you guys know what's going on. Anywho, thank you so much, so freaking much for sticking around and watching my rant. Definitely helping a lot. I'm starting to feel better, so stick around for another vlog. Announcements to come, so that'll be in the next one. Thank you so much. I super duper appreciate it. You guys are amazing and I love you so much. I will see you in the next vlog. Have an awesome day, guys.